There's a famous story that Elon Musk tells, and I mean, I don't know exactly how famous it is, but I heard him say it in an interview, that one of the things that he does in his company in terms of the principles and culture is that he encourages, or perhaps mandates, I'm not sure which one, his employees that they only attend meetings for which they're essential, because he doesn't want people wasting their time. He's all about productivity, and he has a lot more in this area, but they only attend meetings for which they're essential. And if they're in a meeting and it turns out that they're not essential at any point, then they leave the meeting. And the interviewer had a fascinating question to him. A couple of questions. One, he asked him, should they leave the meeting even if you're there? And he said yes, if they're not essential. And but the most interesting question he asked Elon was, don't you think it's rude for them just to leave in the middle of a meeting? I'm laughing because you're going to love what Elon said. Elon said, no, it's rude for them to stay. It's rude for them to stay if they're not providing value, if they're not essential to the meeting. And I love that saying, because I think that in my life a lot, I've been kind of like a martyr, just kind of like stayed in a lot of meetings that, I was not essential because I wanted other people to feel good, and or I didn't want to be rude. But I agree with Elon. Once you have a certain level of self-esteem in your life, it's more rude to stay in a meeting that, it's more rude to stay with things that, are not serving you and not serving other people. Like Patrick Bet-David, another online well-known person from Valuetainment and PHP, People Helping People, his insurance company, he says what a lot of other people that are very successful say, that it's not what you, I think it's Patrick, it's not what you add in life, it's what you take away. It's called like addition by subtraction, and I agree with that for everything that you add in life, you should take something away, or sometimes more than one thing away, because in one of my books, I have a chapter called The Power of No. What happens is that, in the beginning of your career, you're just eager to do like everything, to impress anyone and to take any opportunity. But after a while, you realize in life that it doesn't matter how much energy you have, and I have a lot of energy, and most successful people, I think, do, but you also have to recharge a little bit, and you can't just go like a chicken without your head cut off. You have to have time to think. Warren Buffett famously spends most of his time thinking and reading. I spend a lot of time reading also. And if you don't really think about what you're doing, and you just do things willy-nilly and just keep yourself busy, then you'll be like the famous saying says, mistaking activity for progress. So I have a new kind of definition of rude now, that I don't believe in being ruthless in life, but I think it's important to be self-disciplined, and that could bleed into a little bit of ruthlessness. You have to make sure it doesn't get carried away, because things should always be in balance, obviously. But you have to be very self-disciplined in this life. I mean, the world is very competitive, and if you don't value your time, then other people won't. So if you want, follow what Elon Musk says, that, if you're not essential and you're not providing value and you're just wasting time, it's rude to stay in the meeting.